Some holiday theme around here. Greetings, beard lovers. Now that my offspring has offsprung, I decided it's time I behave like an adult. What does that mean? According to Papa Google, I've already popped a Google today, definition of an adult is a person who is fully grown or developed, or by law, a person who has reached the age of maturity. In most places, that means 18 years old. Alright, so once I can move out of the house, vote, smoke, and gamble, reach maximum height, and know whether or not I can dunk a basketball, and my brain stops getting smarter, I'm an adult. But according to this BBC article, is 25 the new cutoff for adulthood? I like the picture they used. This woman represents adulthood. I've seen some shirt in my day. Oh, I've seen some shirt in my day. Actually, this is the BBC, so she's British.
Hello, blimey, life's a sticky wicket, governor.
Also, this article was written in 2013, so she probably looks like this after 2017. In the article, they say that child psychologists are being given a new directive, which is that the age range they work with is increasing from 0 to 18 to 0 to 25. I'd like to think that they're literally talking about child psychologists, but probably not. Also, what does child psychology at age 0 look like?
So, how was your day? Oh, interesting. How does that make you feel?
So it seems our idea of maturity is happening at a later age. Also, physically, it seems our brains don't stop developing at 18. In fact, according to this SciShow video that I'll link to in the doobly-doo, our brains never stop changing, like Moriarty and Sherlock.
Sorry, boys! I'm so changeable!
So what does it actually mean to be an adult? I guess it's a matter of perspective. When I was a little kid, it was easy to assume that if you were 18 or older, you were an adult. You were way taller than me and you knew like a lot of words and stuff. To a 5-year-old, anyone who's 18 looks like this, and you assume they have all their shit together and they can bend the world to their will using their adult powers. But then I turned 18 and went off to college, and all of my peers and me looked like this. I googled 20-somethings. Just a group of culturally and genderally well-represented people figuring it out. We didn't know what we were gonna do yet. The law said we were adults, but we didn't think we'd actually hit adulthood until like 27. Then we'd have our shirt together. But then I turned 27 and 18-year-olds looked like this, and everyone around me looked like this, but with more debt and forehead. It was just me with a forehead. And the goalpost for adulthood was pushed back even further when I assumed I'd be like a 37-year-old George Clooney. That's when I'd climb out of debt. That's when I'd know when I'd be when I grow up, just like George Clooney. Never mind the Batman and Robin movie. That's when I'd have my shirt together. And now at 37, I'm just happy when I have my shirt together. Literally. That means I'm eating the right amount of fiber. 29-year-olds look like this, and me and my friends look like this. Except we live in different cities. And we have no idea what we're doing. And now, to me, the idea of adulthood is just linguistic shorthand for I gotta worry about my own shirt because no one's gonna do it for me unless I pay them. Hashtag real talk. And like everyone, I'm just making it up as I go along. I'm just a peg on a continuum of existence, gathering experience, learning things like how it can feel good to have a clean kitchen or a full night's sleep, and mineral water can actually be enjoyable. And forgetting things like long division, my own age sometimes, and the name of the guy who was playing piano naked at that college party years ago. I think it was Paul. People just age and learn to do stuff because people before them did that stuff. And some of that stuff works pretty well. Some of it's pretty stupid, but you can't change it because then you'll be labeled a communist or Moriarty.
I'm so changeable!
Now, I don't look to another age for when adulthood should occur. I just see a bunch of idiots. Have you seen how adults are behaving in the news lately? And now I have a kid to bring up in this world of idiots. I'm not just looking after my own shirt, but I'm looking after someone else's shirt. Literally. I'm dealing with it several times a day. Does that make me feel like more of an adult? Nah, just someone who washes his hands more. In one sense, it's scary that we're all just meandering through life making it up as we go. But in another, more optimistic sense, once you realize that no one knows what they're doing, it can give you confidence that anything's possible. You can make your own shirt happen. And in a third sense, no, it's actually still scary. Happy adulting. In the comments, tell me if there was a moment when you felt like you became an adult. And maybe I'll respond by telling you that you're wrong. Oh yeah, and the poll results are in for Ada's cocktail name. It's the Teeny Benzini. Hooray! That was my favorite name, actually, but I didn't want to say anything. YouTube thinks you'll like that video over there. I don't know what it is. You might like it. I don't know. And down there's my previous video in which I talk about giving birth. My wife giving birth, not me. Someday, maybe. If you want to support what I do, Patreon. There's lots of good perks. To be notified of more videos, subscribe and hit the bell. I think I'm going to try to do a video every weekday this week. Let's see how that goes. I should probably limit this. I'm such a responsible adult.